Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to fly my Tardis. Let's get started and just, show you everything. Okay, here we go. When you first walk in, you want to walk over to the shulker box. There should be a flight manual in the shulker box. You open it up. It says, if currently landed, flip fabricator towards you until prompted with dematerialized. When dematerialized, you flip the fabricator away. And right there is the fabricator, that lever right there, lever, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now you want to go to the ticking machine and you want to type in a set of coordinates. Make sure that the y coordinate is always 100 no matter what. Okay, even on the ticking machine or the coordinate machine, whatever one you're in, make sure that the y coordinate is always at 100. And after you type in your first set of coordinates, you want to type in a second set with a difference of 100. So you can add 100, subtract 100, but only add or subtract 100 to the x and z coordinate plane. You also want to give the ticking area a name, and if you looked on my screen, you saw that I gave it a name. And now we're going to go to step 3. Now in step 3, you go to the coordinate machine, and you type in a set of data that is in between your ticking area. You might want to skip, I don't know how many seconds in after this, because I kind of just sat here for a second. I was just looking, soaking in all the material on that page. And there's a couple notes. There's a couple notes that you guys want to look at and just remember in general. But just type in a set of data that's in between your ticking area into the coordinate machine. So again, just another reminder, make sure that the y coordinate is 100. So as you can see, I'm about to put it in. Yep. Just give me a second. Whatever you do, always double check that you have a set of coordinates in between your ticking area, because if you're one number off, you could royally screw this up. Okay, and let's just go back to step 3, step 4. Step 3, step 4. On step 3, after you do step 3 and you type it in, you want to press the button on the coordinate machine. Press that button, and it teleports it there. And then you go to step 4 and you turn on the HAD/H2O detector. Note, this should always be toggled on after you press the button and you are doing a regular flight, or even in general just any type of flight. You'll see later. I'll show examples of things that could occur and things that could happen. So you just want to toggle on that H2O detector every time you press the coordinate button. As you can see, it didn't do anything. Since it didn't do anything, we're safe to click the materialization button. So I can toggle that back off if I want to, or I could leave it on. But it's a good idea to toggle it off, because sometimes if you don't know what you're doing and you leave it on, it could do some weird stuff. But most likely that will not happen. You can leave it on. Just make sure you turn it off every time you go somewhere new. Every time you go to a new area, make sure to turn that off. And yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of notes in this manual that you can read, and it just pretty much explains things. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not that hard to understand. As you can see, we did a regular flight. Everything happened just right. So we just turned off HADs. You know, we had a regular flight, so we're safe to click the dematerialization or the fabricator. You know, so yeah, everything is safe. We can go back to step 1. Do step 2. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna do step 2. You know, okay, I'm gonna do step 2. I'm gonna go over here. This is an example of me going to a new destination while the HADS detector detected water. I'm just gonna tweak the numbers by a little bit, you know. Go to the 5. I'm just gonna go like, you know, a thousand blocks over. Well, yeah, I need to give it a new name because that name's already taken. If you guys are confused on how to remove ticking areas, I have a video on how to remove ticking areas after they're full. Okay, so now I just gotta, you know, change that by 1,000. Okay, this is step 3. Okay, now I press the button, you know. Oh yeah, also when you have the ticking area thing typed in, you also want to press the button over there, you know. Hey, look at that, it found water. Lol. I did step 4 and step 4 found water, so we don't press the materialization button because it forces it. How cool is that? Now, this is an example of me just moving over a couple blocks. So, you know, I'm just going to turn that off. And I'm just going to move it a couple blocks over. Quick dematerialization. And I'm just going to move it a couple blocks over. Okay. Look at that. And yep, no water. Didn't detect anything. I can turn it back off. I can click materialization. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So this right here is an example of what would happen if it detected water. If you turned on HADS and HADS automatically detected water, this is an example of how you would go somewhere new. So let's say it detected water. Before you leave, you turn it off. You hit quick dematerialization. Then you go back to step 2. Then you go back to step 3. Then, you know, you do step 4. And then you can click the materialization button if nothing happens. But if it automatically detects water, you know, you go back to step, you know, you do the stuff that it tells you to do. So just for an example, I will it's honestly really simple, really simple if you just follow the book and you just be smart about it. Look at that. Worked like a charm. Okay, see ya. I'm out.